I dreamt that waves of empty parking lots were suddenly filled with blood. Out of rotting supermarkets, lines of dancing food. Kittens purred, a tornado stirred, and no one knew what to do. The rain was splashing down on the hoods of abandoned cars. A man with baggy jeans stood repeating the word retard. Lightning struck him. He became tur-duck-en, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalyptic romance, when all the snowmen melt and the sun leaves gaping welts, and no one knows what to do. Dairy cows kill farmers, pigs eat human flesh. When asked if they enjoy it, they answer more or less. An explosion, a sigh, an archangel in the sky, and no one knew what to do. Jesus came and said, yep, it's all according to plan. The 4 horsemen were there singing songs written by Jonathan Mann. Aliens watched, sipping 20-year-old scotch, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalyptic romance, when all the snowmen melt and the sun leaves gaping welts, and no one knows what to do. A pile of men was burning in the middle of a field. Another pile of men was using the first pile as a shield. Bitter, cold, thunder rolled, and no one knew what to do. Some hid under rocks, and some hid underground, as the ocean's rising tide and the waves began to pound. The sky fell, the earth swelled, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalyptic romance, when all the snowmen melt and the sun leaves gaping welts, and no one knows what to do. Computers came to life and started taking over. I saw a man get sucked into a leaf blower. Sirens wailed, the internet failed, and no one knew what to do. Religious wars all ended, and everyone got along. The melody of Armageddon was their dying song. Horses neighed, the band played, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalyptic romance, when all the snowmen melt and the sun leaves gaping welts, and no one knows what to do. Hell was filling up, and heaven overflowed. Neither of them were built to carry such a load. Outer space, the human race, and no one knew what to do. Bodies floating freely out among the stars. Wind turbines and hydrogen cells mixed with electric cars. Nowhere to go with your family in tow, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalyptic romance, Bananas fought on the steps of Capitol Hill. A police officer came up as his guts began to spill. Banana won, and he set off towards the sun, and no one knew what to do. Animals and machines started mating wildly. Mechanized rhinoceroses, to put it mildly. Robo-giraffe, mecha-hyena laugh, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalyptic romance, when all the snowmen melt and the sun leaves gaping welts, and no one knows what to do. Well, I toiled in the bank vault, but my heart was in the storm. Though each limb was cold, my center was still warm. I felt her touch. She popped the clutch, and no one knew what to do. Riding in the back seat, I slept until I woke. The air was hot and stuffy, dark and filled with smoke. My home was gone. The road stretched on, and no one knew what to do. It's the end of the world dance, the apocalypse